Hello everybody, a slightly different focus forum for you this week because we're going to look ahead to a game which many are calling the top four decider. We'll find out whether Mark Lawrence and Jason Roberts thinks that might be right. It's Liverpool against Manchester United this weekend in the Premier League. Jason, is it a top four decider to you? Are we building it up a little bit too much?
I don't think we are. I think it's going to be an excellent game. Tactically, I'm very interested about the way they approach this. Brendan Rodgers, we know he doesn't change. He plays the game in the same way. But Van Gaal has some big decisions to make, Mata especially. But I think with the form of both sides to the game, I think will really go some way to finding out who's going to be the team, not only to challenge for the top four, but actually maybe even challenge for the second position.
We mentioned, didn't we, that this switch to a back three that Liverpool made earlier on this season was actually the first game they played was at Old Trafford, which they lost. But since then, they've been on this incredible run.
Well, with no bias as well about this, they made some great chances that day, which most of them fell to
They
Raheem
played well,
Sterling.
didn't they? Yeah.
Played very, very well. And they went to Bournemouth, I think, Capital One Cup, and played the same way. Thing is, Dan, they've managed to get a great rapport between the back three and the goalkeeper. They were all struggling, when they're playing as a four. The goalkeeper had been left out, and all of a sudden, they are the backbone of the team. They've done fantastic, and it's allowed them. If you want to say they play with wing backs, sometimes this year the wing backs have been Markovic, Sterling, Lallana, not even Moreno. So they're actually playing extra attacking players, and mention it. They've been winning games. What a shot that is.
And also 12 clean sheets this season as well. So you look at the defensive shape, it's definitely working for him. And going forward, when you've got likes of Sterling and Sturridge, you're going to
We talk a lot about when you're in a bad run of form and it's hard to get out of it. And it can almost be the same the other way around. I mean, Liverpool in this fantastic run of form and it feels natural and right. You get out there on the pitch and there's that incredible confidence, Jason. They think, well, we're on this run. Who's going to stop us? Nobody can.
Yeah, it's a great feeling when you're a footballer and you feel like you're invincible when you go out there. And even they've been changing the squad, they've been changing the team because they've had to, like Balotelli, not even in the squad at the moment. So, you can see that this is about confidence. This is about even Gerrard coming out being injured. There's players taking responsibility, and I think that's running right the way through the team.
Gerrard doesn't get in the starting 11 at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, what a statement that is. If we'd said that first Football Focus, start of August... But honestly, by March, you wouldn't be anywhere near the team. We'd have all been laughed off.
Things changed.
Well, we are anyway, but...
Look at Harry Kane. Didn't start the season for Spurs, and now he's getting in.
Yeah, but hold on. But you're talking about an absolute fantastic player.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Harry Kane in Gerrard. I mean, it's a massive statement that he isn't good enough at the moment to get in their starting 11.
What about Manchester United side of things? There's all these sort of stories that are bubbling away at the club. We've had Falcao in tears with his mentor, supposedly, about the situation at Manchester United. We've had the manager reffing training to try and get the intensity. Because one thing they have done in recent games, Jason, is they had quite a few players sent off in the big games, haven't they? Which they can't afford to do.
I don't think they can afford that at Anfield, so I can imagine that the manager is trying to maybe manage training in a little way. I've had that situation where the manager comes in and referees a game, usually because he wants you to put more challenges in. Yeah. In this perspective, I think he wants them just to calm down a little bit. But I think he has some big decisions to make in this game, and I think it's going to be very, very interesting tactically. Does he change, or does he go out with a team which won so spectacularly last week?
Doesn't work, that manager refereeing in training.
Why not?
More arguments.
Absolutely, more arguments is the first thing, and you cannot replicate Saturday, Sunday in training. It's absolutely, totally impossible to do.
What about Wayne Rooney? The boss has already said that, also said that this week about the fact that he's not scored at Anfield in such a long time. He'll be desperate to put that right, won't he?
Well, you know what? I think he's been great for Manchester United this year because he's played everywhere and they've had him pillar to post and in many ways the injury to Van Persie has just propelled him forward. It's his best position by a million miles, Dan. He's still a top player wherever else he plays, but he's got to be at the business end because he can seriously influence the game. If he doesn't score, he'll make goals, etc. But hope he doesn't break his record tomorrow.
All right, last one. Who's going to finish higher up the table this season, Liverpool or Manchester United?
It's a really good question. And at the moment, with their form...
It's the first really good question he's ever asked.
That's why I said it.
Every now and again I'll throw one in, Jason.
I'm going to go with Liverpool. I think the form they're on at the moment, they seem unstoppable.
5 words begins with D, ends in O.
Don't know.
Ditto. Don't know, look at him.
That's why I didn't study.
Don't know, ends in O.
I'm just assuming.
Was your school approved?
That's all, you had one good question.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. What a way to finish. That's why I never do well on Countdown. We shall see you next week. We're back on our normal time at 12:10. Enjoy Liverpool, Manchester United. You can get coverage of that on 5 Live. And Jason's actually on Match of the Day 2 tonight, where you can get it all assessed as well with Mark Chapman. Who else is on with you?
Alan Shearer.
Oh, look at that. Big
Yeah,
two up front.
strikers union.
Yeah, excellent. OK,
Well,
we'll
much
see you.
work rate there then. Wasn't it?
Yeah. We'll see you next week for another Football Focus. Thanks for watching.